morning, students. Welcome to our class, Biological Science. So, in the previous class, we discussed that coordination, the linking system. The parts that present in it are mainly the nervous system, and the nervous system has considered into two types: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system contains brain and spinal cord. In the previous class, we discussed about the structure of the brain. Here, I am going to explain about the structure of the spinal cord. Okay, the spinal cord looks like this. The spinal cord has started from the back of the hindbrain. In our body, the spinal cord started from back of the hindbrain or medulla oblongata to the back of the stomach or to the lumbar region. Okay, now to the lumbar region. So almost all it is in cylindrical shape. What is the shape of the spinal cord? It is cylindrical shape. In your textbook, it has different shapes. Cylindrical shape. They have given this type of shape. Okay, they are started from the back of the hindbrain to the back of the stomach or lumbar region through the vertebral column of a neural canal. Through the neural canal of a vertebral column. Okay, now neural canal of a vertebral column. It is cylindrical in shape, unlike the brain. So once you think about the brain, so unlike the brain, gray matter is in the brain. Gray matter is present at periphery side. White matter is present towards the center. Unlike the brain, here the white matter is present towards the periphery side. Periphery side, white matter. At the center, it is gray matter. Okay? Unlike the brain, the gray matter is present at the center. Gray matter is present at the center and white matter is present at the periphery side. Okay, now? So, from the vertebral column of the spinal cord, both the nerve ends are started, or it's going on from the sides of the vertebral column of spinal cord. Okay, see here, the nerves are arranged from the sides of the vertebral column of spinal cord. Okay, so in the 16th and the beginning of 16th and 17th centuries, the number of experimentalists studied about the brain. At that time, they found that the Greeks' concept was erroneous. Erroneous means it was a mistake. It has mistake. It was wrong. So the Greek concept was erroneous because the Greeks believed that the brain is the center for all functions of the body. So this was disproved by the two scientists. One is Leonardo da Vinci and Stephen Hales. Who are they? Leonardo da Vinci and Stephen Hales. They both proved that the Greek concept was disproved. Greek's concept is there. Brain is the center for all activities because any damage to the brain shows the remarkable changes. It was studied by Galen. Okay. So in the before basic class like that. Okay, now even after the centuries, 16th and 17th centuries, these two scientists, Leonardo da Vinci and Stephen Hales, disproved that the Greeks' concept was erroneous because they observed a frog whose brain had destroyed. Okay, now they observed a frog. They performed experiments on a frog. Okay. They observed a frog whose brain has damaged. So in the frog, they noticed that there is a muscular actions. Okay, now even the brain was damaged or destroyed. The frog shows the muscular movements when its skin is pricked or pinched, and they noticed that the animal had died as soon as when a needle is pushed into its spinal cord. When the spinal cord was damaged or destroyed by pushing a needle in it. So they believed that and they proved that the spinal cord also have the functions. It controls the movement of body. Do you understand that? Leonardo da Vinci and Stephen Hales in the 16th and 17th century, they performed this experiment. They observed a frog whose brain has destroyed and noticed that the frog shows that muscular movements when its skin is pricked or pinched. And also they noticed that the frog has died as soon as a needle has pierced into its spinal cord. After that, we believed that the spinal cord also has the main role to control the activities of the body. Okay? Up to now, we discussed different types of nerves, central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. So the average weight of the brain is 1400 grams. Okay. So average it is 1400 grams, approximately 1400 grams in an adult. In a male one it is 1375 grams. In the female adults it is 1275 grams. Okay, now the number of nerves that present in the brain is 12 pairs. 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Okay, the nerves that arise, okay, which originate from the brain are called cranial nerves. There are 12 pairs, and the nerves which originate from the brain, spinal cord, is called spinal nerves. Okay, so they are 31 pairs. How many pairs? 31 pairs. Okay, the total nerves that present in brain and spinal cord. Spinal cord have 31 pairs of nerves. Here brain has 12 pairs of nerves. I already told you that the transmission of information by the nerve is the maximum speed of the information by the nerve is 100 meters per second. Okay? Up to now we discussed about central nervous system. Now I am going to explain peripheral nervous system. This ventral root, this dorsal root. There's the connections like this side also. Okay? So, peripheral nervous system. So PNS. If you observe the connections of the spinal cord, here there are two types of connections or two types of nerves. The connections that present on the spinal cord have two types of roots or two types of connections. Okay, those are dorsal root or ventral root. Dorsal means back, ventral means front. Dorsal root or ventral root. So what are their functions? And what is peripheral nervous system and what its functions was studied by the two scientists. One is Charles Bell in Scotland. Charles Bell. And Francois Mazzanti in the France. Charles Bell and Franco is Mazzanti. Francois mesentery, they noticed that the connections have, the spinal cord have two types of connections. One is dorsal root and another one is ventral root. They performed an activity, an experiment, and they noticed that in an experimental animal, when the dorsal root were cut, that animal had made no reactions. Okay? When the dorsal root were cut, that experimental animal did not make any reaction. Even if whenever the ventral root were lightly touched, the muscle which connected to this nerve switched violently. Do you understand this? So these two types of connections are there, dorsal roots. So by cutting off the dorsal root, the animal did not show any type of response. Okay, in the case of ventral root, even if it is lightly touched, those animals muscle which connect to this root or nerve will switch violently. So they confirmed that these roots have two types of functions, different functions. Okay, now the muscular activity is controlled by the ventral root and dorsal root did not. So in the year 1822, the Charles Bell and Francois mesentery, they confirmed that the dorsal root is the path for carrying of messages in words, but the ventral root is the root for carrying the responses, muscular contractions. So this is about the dorsal and ventral roots. This is how they are connected to the spinal cord. Okay, now the peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system contains a vast number of dorsal roots and ventral roots, including that, along with them, they have the nerve cell bodies from the cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Cranial and spinal nerves. Dear students, carefully follow this one, and next you will ask me what is peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system consists of a vast number of dorsal and ventral root systems. Okay, dorsal and ventral root system, including the cranial and spinal nerves, which connect to the one end to the brain and spinal cord, and another end to the muscles. Peripheral nervous system is a vast number of dorsal and ventral root system, including the cranial and spinal nerves, which originate from the brain and spine. Okay. Over here, this peripheral nervous system can either perform the involuntary reactions. Okay, the PNS can either involuntarily performs to control some of the actions of internal organs. Okay, and blood vessels, smooth and cardiac vessels. Okay, now, so it is also called as autonomous nervous system. Peripheral nervous system also known as autonomous nervous system. Dear students, listen carefully. PNS, peripheral nervous system, can either involuntarily control the internal organs and cardiac and smooth and cardiac muscles. So it is also called as autonomous nervous system. It also performs the voluntary reactions in some parts of the skin and bones. Okay, skin and bones. So the PNS is also known as autonomous nervous system. ANS, autonomous nervous system. PNS is also known as ANS, autonomous nervous system. For the involuntary reactions that are controlled by the autonomous nervous system, we can have an experience in our daily life also. To perform this autonomous nervous system involuntary reactions in our daily life, by the expansion and distraction of what is that one? Pupil in the eye. Contractions and relaxations of pupil in the eye. So, for example, how it works. Whenever you enter into a dark room, you can't see anything immediately. And slowly we are able to see the utensils that present around us, substances that present around us. How it is happen? Because the pupil's extensions in its diameter, extends in its diameter and allows the more light into the eye. And at the time only we are able to see the things colorless. There is no color vision. Only we can identify the objects. Okay? When you come out from the dark room into a broad light, at the time the pupil slowly relaxes. It achieves its normal shape by allowing the less amount of light into the body. So this type of reaction in our body, involuntary reaction that takes place in our body. Okay? Without our, what is that one? Voluntary reaction or conscious. Whenever we enter into the dark room, the pupil increases in its diameter. When we come out of the dark room, it closes or it shrinks in its diameter. What is the reason? It is the involuntary reaction performed by the peripheral nervous system or autonomous nervous system. So up to now we discussed that different types of actions that controlled by the nervous system. These are all the actions that controlled by the brain and spinal cord in our body or central nervous system only? No. Once you think about different types of organs are working in the body. Okay. Other activities also is there. Other organs also is there. Other substances also is there, which makes the functioning of our body in a purposeful and coordinated manner. Have you ever heard about the people who are diabetic? They are taking the injections and tablets. Okay? What makes that? Or what makes the maintaining the glucose balance level in the body? Okay? This type of different questions are there. Okay? So different types of substances are also involved in the maintaining of coordination. In the next coming classes, we will learn everything about the coordination. Okay? So dear students, up to now we discussed